Larry D. Scott, October 12, 1938, March 8, 2014, nicknamed the Legend and the Golden Boy, was an American IFBB professional bodybuilder and the first ever Mr.Olympia winner. He claimed the title in 1965 and 1966 before retiring. Known for his exceptional arm development, especially his long biceps, Scott popularized the preacher curl, later called the Scott curl. Born in Blackfoot, Idaho, he began training at 16 and quickly rose through the ranks, winning Mr. Idaho 1959, Mr. California 1960, Mr. America 1962, and Mr. Universe 1964. He studied electronics and was a devout Mormon. After retiring from competition, he founded Larry Scott Fitness and Nutrition in Salt Lake City. Scott was inducted into the IFBB Hall of Fame in 1999 and passed away from complications of Alzheimer's disease in 2014, aged 75. He remains a legend.
Walk. This is going to be pure pain. But if you can handle it, you too will grow massive arms. They did it in the 60s. Why can't you?
I want to tell you why this whole video came into being and why we did this. A few years ago we went over to Italy and we did a seminar for a fellow by the name of Franco Fassi. He came up to me afterward and he says, Larry, I've seen all of these fellows do their seminars and you do exercises in a unique way. You need to make a video or something of it so that you can show people all these things that you've learned over the years about your ideas about how to do exercise. Because believe me, he says, it's unique what you're doing. I said, is it really? I didn't know I was doing anything that unique, but he said, it is. It's really unique, and you need to get it on video, and it will help them a lot. And so that's where this whole thing came into being. We believe that if you do exercises a certain way, you can make triple the progress that you can normally. And we want to show you that as these videos unveil. You'll see that happening. It's the video that we have it's not a staged video to where you're just seeing me go through and show you how to do this exercise and that exercise. It's really a candid shot. It really is. You'll see beginners and intermediates and advanced trainers, and they're making mistakes and not knowing how to do it. We have some fun in it, and we're trying to get them to do the exercise right. Some of them are hard. Some of the exercises are really hard to get correct. You'll see that as it progresses. You'll see the fellows struggling with it. Even with me telling them right there how to do it, you'll see that some of them are really difficult to get right. But if you can get them right, if you can get the exercise exactly correct, your progress can be maybe 2 to 3 times what you would normally have doing an exercise the way you standard plain old vanilla way. So as you see the videos unfold and you see us going through this, pay attention to the little details, because believe me, it can make a big difference in your progress. Just the change of a wrist or where your elbow is, and you'll see these funny little things that make the difference between really great progress in your training program and just average progress. A lot of guys have big arms here, but they don't get any weight out here. So you got that fantastic advantage that most guys don't work for. You're going to. So when you put your arms out, they're going to say, "Oh, what's happening? What is that?" They won't know, because you're getting more weight out here. The more weight you can get out here at the end, the bigger it makes your arm look. You got to get the wrist curls, and that's why you have to work forearms. Because when you get powerful forearms, then you can use some really big weights for biceps. Okay, let me show you how to do this. So you stand over like this first. Get it up in position, then get back down here where you got your power. You can do this one really with real good form. But when I get a heavy weight on here, I'll just do it like this, because I'll go up to 225 or 2.5 on this, and I'm just doing this just for the power movement. And you're getting 20 reps. Remember, this is red muscle fiber. It has tremendous endurance. You can do it where you can't do anymore. Set it down, take 2 breaths, and do 5 more reps. So it's incredible endurance. So you have to do high reps on this thing. You'll do the heavy one, and then you immediately go over to the finger roll wrist curl. And this one is done with very good form. This one you go all the way down and let it roll down as far down your fingers as you can and all the way up. And you do 20 reps like this after you've done 20 with that one. This has caused a lot of pain. Now here's another secret I want to tell you. Pain does not generate here. It's in your brain. That's your brain center. That's your pain center here. And on this one, you'll be able to find that pain center up in your brain, and you can block it. If you try to block it in your forearms, you can't do it. It's up here. And so you can keep going until you're exhausted, because then the pain doesn't stop you. Okay, but I'll show you. Now watch, when you get the weight up, I didn't just sit here and curl up. I went over here like this, where my power is. And then I'm just doing movements, maybe just like this. It's way, way too light. Because the purpose of this, of course, is to build great forearms, because then when you hit a shot out like this, you got some weight out here. The bigger it makes your arm look. A little closer in, because you'll have more power. You'll have your arm that almost something like this. That'll give you more stability for the big iron. See, you could go heavier if you didn't. Then you drop the weight. You can't do that here, but on the bench you could. You drop the weight, and the next one you let it roll all the way down the end of your finger, and that'll start to burn. And what you're trying to do is build up thick, powerful tendons in here. You want to use everything you can to get the maximum power out of it. Get to your 20s, as heavy as you can get it. Bill Pearl taught me this. He used 300 for wrist curls. Now I use 275. A lot of weight. It's a lot of weight. Now I can't go like this, but I can go like this. So I'm getting something out for 20 reps. So that's building up the thickness of those tendons. You start off with the first reps, you're getting all you can get. Then you can get 1 or 2, and then you get, maybe 3/4 or a quarter. And maybe then at the last you're just going 9, 7, 8. But you're using big iron. And then, after that, then you get your lighter weight, and you let it roll all the way down the end of your finger, and all the way back up.
Non-stop. First you go heavy weight, and just later you take a light weight, and you do
all the way. That's right. Now see how good that is? He can sit way down there and get power in it. I learned this from Bill Pearl. He had a big old ugly forearm bench in there and there was mats in it like that with the forearms that sit. All right, now just go down as far as you can, Dave. Not too far, or you won't get up. Just as far as you can. You got to get up 20 times. Okay, remember you got to do 20. Don't go down any lower. You can get 20. Get up and keep it there. Just let it back down. You got to get 13 more. How are you going to get 13? Get up! Get up! Pull down as far as you can, or it's almost going to fall. And that'll build some grip strength as well. Now this is where you should start really feeling real pain. It's wonderful, huh? My favorite, and that's biceps and triceps. There are hundreds of different exercises for biceps and triceps. Literally, there are. There are hundreds. I'm not exaggerating. I'm only going to show you a few. But if you'll do these few just the way I show you, I promise you that you will make better progress than you have ever made on your arms before. There are a lot of little details that are important. I want you to notice the intensity, especially on biceps. And you'll see why that's important, that kind of intensity is utilized on that exercise. So let's get into really building some great biceps and triceps. You're trying to work peak on biceps. And you got two heads of the bicep. You got the inner head and you got this outer head here. You also have this muscle here, the brachialis, not the bicep, the brachialis is in between, and it sits right across and underneath the bicep. The brachialis is the muscle that gives you peak, because it's laying right under these things and it pushes the bicep up. Right now, the dumbbell is done any way you want to. I mean, you don't have to do it strict. You just cheat it up. So I'm just going to do 6 of these. You want to let it down through and bring it up, but you can cheat it any way you want up. Let it down through and bring it up. Then you do 4 burns. Now that should be a weight for you, but the 6th one is hard. That should be hard. That was too light for me. I want to see you really snarling and snorting when you do that. Then this one is done very strict. You got a wide grip. Now, when you do this, you put your feet forward, sometimes I'll do it like this where my bar will hit this. You can cheat this one up. Sitting in here, so the physics of the situation is such that you can use a big weight, but when you work this part of the form, you got that thumb there, and it breaks off. You can't use crummy little weights. You know, there's no way you can build any power. So you can't do this because you end up with crummy little weights and nothing happens. But you can do this because the brachioradialis, the one where your size comes from, you can do this, and so this machine is perfect for it. But the brachioradialis is a funny connected muscle. If you look in an anatomy book, you'll see that it's connected all the way down along here, the form ties all the way along. And so it really works not up here, and it doesn't work here. It only works in the middle. So you do this exercise just in the middle portion, right here. And that builds the back of the forearm. And you can go heavy, really heavy on that thing. That's red muscle fiber again, so you got to go high reps. And it recuperates so fast. For example, when you do a set of donkeys or a set of calves, you know, you can go up like that and you're exhausted. You can't do another rep. You step off a minute, you go, oh. You sit down, you can do another 5. But if you did curls and you couldn't do any more, you couldn't sit it down and do another 5. No way. The same is true of here. You can go about 15 of those things and you're exhausted, change the weight, and you can do it again. It's an incredible muscle because it's red muscle fiber, and so that's the way you work it. So let's see it. It's just that middle portion, and you can go very heavy. Down more, down about right, down even more. I think you got too much bicep. I want you to use more brachialis. Down in here, there, that part, down, yeah, there. That's it, down in there. Don't use bicep because I got a better one for biceps. That's the way. Get way down. Way down. Okay, now when you're down here, you head forward, shoulders down, and it'll stop right here, and you'll think, I wish I had never come to this seminar. But be patient. You can hold it and pull more. Pull more. And you say, that is 1 rep, I got 5 more to do. And you go down through and do it again. The middle one is very, very hard. Then you finish off with the easy curl bar. You can cheat it all you want, anyway. Up and down, the reverse curl, any way you want. That's 1 series, and you should do 3 to 4 series in your training program. This is very, very hard. But once you experience the feeling of it, you can build arms so much faster than you can by doing this dumbbell curls. But it is painful and so effective. You say, if I could just put up with that pain it's only gonna take me 10 minutes. If I'm gonna get twice the growth or 3 times the growth. So you start off with, grab the dumbbells and let's start with that. This one you go all the way down, unwind and back up, but you can cheat all you want. You go all the way down through, unwind it all the way, wind it back up and throw it up any way you want. So on this one, you go as heavy as you possibly can, Pastor. The dumbbells are just as big as you can get them. And you do 6 reps and 4 burns. That's it, just exactly like that. Okay, now the barbell a little wider than normal grip. And this one is done very, very strict. Matter of fact, you're trying to find ways to make it more strict. And you go as low on the bench as you can get. Way down in your armpits. And you back. Okay, now make that thing come up with nothing but low biceps. Good. Good. All the way down through. And then nothing brings that up but low biceps. Good, Francis. Be real patient with yourself in the pain. Good. Great. Then you immediately set that down and you do the easy curl bar. Okay, just cheat it up any way you want. All the way down, all the way back up. Cheat it up any way you want to get up. It's just, the goal is to use heavy weights. That's too strict. Cheat more. Good. Cheat more, Francis. Cheat. Okay, good. Now, if I leave you like this, I will not have done justice to you. You can't get it curled, and then you get the power here. See, on that preacher bench, I've done 2 1/4. That's a lot of weight. And it's because I get my wrist curled. And then I got all that power. Each set. Absolutely. I'll show you. Because he's so big. It's not here, it's getting the wrist curl. You got enough power here to get the weight up, but you can't get the wrist curl to get started. So when you fail right here. Because you see, what's happening is, this is a geometric function. The distance from here to here, or the power you have, is equal to the square of this distance. So it's not a linear function. So in other words, if I can change this by a couple of inches, I increase my power by the square of that change, not linearly. Or in other words, I may make that thing 30% easier if I can just get my wrist curled.
And you stay always like this after?
Where you start down and then you curl your wrist.
Okay.
But then when I get my wrist curled, I'm much more powerful. Then I can use that heavy weight on my bicep. Then you can go up to it. Whoa, man! Let's see those arms again. And that's what you want. When you put your arms out, you want everybody to say, "Oh, look at it! Here's coming, and the arms are coming." And you've got the potential for that. But doing normal curls won't do it. You got to do something that no one else is doing, and then you'll build arms that no one else has. Down all the way through. Cheat it up. Good, Francis. Cheat more. But you got to go down through and unwind. That's too light, Steve. It is too light for you. Good, Francis. Good. Don't say that before burns on the top. Down to where it's just going to fall. Down front of where it's just going to start to fall. Okay. Now grab this bar. Wide grip. Good. Oh yeah, we're gonna have some fun with this. All right, no cheating. Get down on the bench. No, you can't get away with that. No, it isn't. Pull that pin, would you? I want you to go all the way through. Unwind that wrist. Good. Don't cheat on that thing. That's pretty good, Francisco. Unwind it. Now wind it back up. Keep your head down. Great. No, you're not done. I want you to do 6 of those. This is for camera. This is for you. Pick that up. Good, Francis. Be patient with yourself now. Be patient. It'll come up. That's it. Perfect. No. Come on. Be patient. It will come up, Francis. Good. All right, I want you to get a weight. Not this time, but when you do that, get a weight that you can barely make 6 reps. That is excruciating agony. That's the key to that thing growing. And don't cheat on it. Make your forearms do it. Don't let your neck do it. Don't let anything else do it. Take your forearms, bring that up, and it will come up. That's the key to making that thing work right down here. And when you get done with that, you'll be able to stick your arm out like that, and you'll have peak on it. Then immediately when you get done with that, you go over to the easy curl bar. And the easy curl bar, use as heavy as you can go. Just cheat it up. Just cheat it up. But that one you do really strict. If you cheat on that one, you'll find that 70% of the benefit of those 3 exercises is in that one. And play around with it. Get familiar with yourself in that pain zone, because that's the magic of that, is in that pain zone. Find ways to make that harder in there. And it'll build your arms like nothing will. It's so much better than anything else you'll do. I just cannot emphasize, I can't emphasize that enough. It's 10 times better than any other exercise I know. You're going to get so great, Francis. It's also noticed when we get into the tricep portion about how important it is that you work this long head. It's the long head where you get the size on your arm. The tricep press downs are good, but it's the long head, and we'll show you that more inside. How to work his arm so that there's good balance between the tricep and the bicep, and ways to build in this is the large part of the tricep. Some unique little tricks that we're going to be showing him and that you can pick up on also. There's nothing magic about this at all. It's just like that. But you should be using close to what you use for a bench press. So the weight is as big as you can get it. And it's just close grip supine tricep press. Just like that. And so it won't grow unless you get your arm up there. See how that tightens up there? And so we got to have an exercise that keeps your arm up there. When you do this, the tricep is going back up over, right up tight right here. And if you get a 1-inch bar, it binds that for some funny reason, and it starts to hurt your shoulder. And so the thicker bar just doesn't cause the pain like the little 1-inch ones that you get in the health clubs. And so when you're doing it and it's heavy, your elbows are out. Then when you're finally finishing up, you get your elbows way in, real strict, and push like this. But when it's heavy, you're out like this. And this one is good is because you got the elbows back up here again. With the elbows up here, this head here, the long head, or the one that dips down, is the only one that's tied here. And it will only work when you get under full pre-stretch again. And that one only works when the elbows are way up. And so most people do this for triceps, but that will only give you about 2/3 of what you want. You got to get the elbows way up. It's a great way to build triceps. And then you can get it exactly, and it's so great you can't believe it. But when you get this right, there's nothing better. Okay, ready? Okay, then just bring it all the way back as far as you can, and drop down at the same time. Okay, then extend it out. Okay, Francis? All the way, lock out, and then all the way back. And then as you come back, drop down. So it's stretching in here. Good. Good, that's it. Feel it right up in here. It's going all the way into here. It'll build a tremendous set of triceps on you. All the way back, all the way back. Good. And lock out. All right, good, Francis, that's it. To cheat first, you do this. You finish with this to failure. I want to show you how to get an incredible pump afterwards. Say like you had 100 pounds, and you could just get 6 reps. Okay. Right at the last, you're going to do this very, very, very strict. Your elbows are right straight down. Yeah. You bring it back with no cheat whatsoever, and you do 6 or 8 reps. Make sure they point down. Put your thumbs up. Good. You get up, change the weight, drop the weight a little bit, and do it again with only a 6 breath rest. Okay. You come back, do your 6 or 8 reps, no burns, drop the weight, and do it again. And you do that for about 6 times. That will give you an incredible pump. Don't tell anybody that. That's a special secret. It'll make you so big. Okay. Bigger.